Mga kapatid, nasa 21st episode po tayo ng ating 52-week preparation for the 500th anniversary of the gift of our Catholic faith. Alam niyo po ba, di ba? Ginagawa natin to kasi gusto natin ipaghanda ang ating sarili, ating mga pamilya, ating mga anak, mag-anak, na talagang pasalamatan ng Diyos for the 500 years na up to now po, kanyang inaalagaan na tayo yung mga Katoliko. So, pakinggan po natin itong particular text ulit ni St. Luke, chapter 2 pa rin. This time, hindi na to sa kapanganakan ni Cristo, but 40 days after the birth of Jesus.
Now there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon. This man was righteous and devout, awaiting the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. It had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he should not see death before he had seen the Messiah of the Lord. He came in the Spirit into the temple, and when the parents brought in the child Jesus to perform the custom of the law in regard to him, he took him into his arms and blessed God, saying, "Now, Master, you may let your servant go in peace, according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation, which you prepared in the sight of all the peoples, a light for revelation to the Gentiles, and glory for your people Israel." The child's father and mother were amazed at what was said about him, and Simeon blessed them, and said to Mary his mother, "Behold, this child is destined for the fall and rise of many in Israel, and to be a sign that will be contradicted, and you yourself a sword will pierce, so that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed."
Alam niyo mga kapatid, yung ating narinig, yung 40-day-old child, the firstborn, dapat dalhin sa temple. What is it trying to remember? Yung kay Abraham po. Yung anak niya, firstborn, si Isaac, inalay niya sa Diyos. Kasi nabalitaan niya sa Canaan noon, ang mga tao nag-human sacrifice of their firstborn. So siya rin, umakyat sa bundok, yan, sa may temple mount na tinatawag nila dyan, inalay niya ang kanyang anak. Reminiscent of that, yung parang complete trust and fidelity to God, ito'y ginagawa ng bawat Hudyo. Firstborn, 40 days after, dapat ialay sa Diyos ang pasasalamat. So, in exchange, they have to bring either a goat, a sheep. Kung ikaw ay mayaman, kahit isang baka, iaalay mo susunod yan doon. Pobre naman si Joseph and Mary. 2 pigeons. Yun lang po. Dalawang ibon. Yan. Tapos nun, nung sila'y paakyat na sa temple, ibibigay po yan sa pare. At ang pare iaalay ng ganyan sa Diyos. Ano yung nangyari? Hinablot ng isang matandang mama. Si Simeon. Tapos bilang nagsisigaw at sinabi niya, "Ay, Panginoon, salamat! Nakita ko na rin ang Mesiyas na iyong pinangako na hindi ako mamamatay. Na makikita ko to." Kinuha niya yung bata. Hindi siya pinresent sa Diyos. Pinresent ng Prophet Simeon ang bata sa tao. Baliktad, di ba? Parang si Simeon was the hand of the Father. And instead of presenting a child to the Father, to God, in homage, it's the Father that presented His Son to the people who were around. Akala nila sira ulo itong matandang to, but imagine a light of revelation to the Gentiles. Yung hindi Hudyo, walang pekailan mga Hudyo, non-entity sa kanila, will be a light of revelation and will be the glory of Israel. Imagine, pinresent ng Ama, sino itong batang ito, 40-day-old, Ano ang kanyang future? Ano ba ang dahilan ba't siya pinanganak? Yun ang mahalaga. Brothers and sisters, sana kayong mga nanay, di ba magandang inyong parang pangarap para sa inyong anak, di ba? Nakita ko yung film ni Manny Pacquiao. Siyempre si Aling Tunisia. Maganda yung kanyang maganda yung kanyang hinihiling para sa kanyang anak. Tapos dahil doon, siyempre, meron kang pangarap sa iyong anak. Alam mo, hindi ang pangarap ng magulang ang mahalaga. Dapat pakinggan nyo kamukha ng mahal na pirin ang inyong puso at ang galaw ng inyong anak. Bakit siya pinanganak? What's the importance of the birth of this child? Kasi that is the way of real mothering, of being a parent to a child. It is not to put your dreams, but rather to allow God's purpose to come out from the ways of the child. Di ba bawat bata, bawat anak niyo, iba't ibang karakter. Pareho naman ang galing sa inyong mag-asawa. Pareho po ang DNA niyan. Bakit iba ang ugali? Iba ang personality. Kasi iba ang purpose. Iba po ang dahilan. Ito yung 40-month-old na baby. Nalaman na nila. Ano? Bakit? Light of revelation to the Gentiles. Glory of the people of Israel. My dear parents, namamasid niyo ba as your children grow up, what are they meant for? Alam niyo, nakakilala ako mag-asawa, dentista. Ang mabuti doon, dalawang anak nilang babae naging dentista. Pero yung kanilang kaisa-isang lalaki, gusto nila maging dentista. Matalino si lalaki. Nung nasa proper siya ng dentistry, binagsak niya lahat ng kanyang first sila, binagsak niya lahat ng kanyang subjects except PE. Hindi na siya matanggap sa program ng dentistry. Marunong Nakausap ko itong bata. Sabi ko, bakit mo naman ginawa ganyan? Father, hindi ako magiging dentista. Takot ako. Ayaw ko yung amoy ng mabahong bibig. Hindi naman dahil kasi dentista mga magulang ko, lahat kami maging dentista. Brothers and sisters, alam niyo ba ang pinanggagalingan niya? Ngayon, dyan sa same segment niya, hindi madali ang buhay ng isang magulang. Mapapasabak ka sa dream ng anak mo at pwede maging mahirap yan sa buhay mo. Di ba may mga magulang na sinasabi, aba, iginapang namin para ka maging doktor kasi gusto mo maging doktor. Maging isang lawyer. Kumuha ng masters. Ikagapang daw nila. Parang anak-anak would arrive at their dream of their life. Well, minsan iba po ang purpose ng Diyos, di ba? What about mothers, parents, na may kapansanan ang kanilang anak? Kaya po maraming na-abort kasi habang nagpapatingin ang isang ina sa isang obigaini, malalaman niya may kapansanan. So habang maaga pa daw, i-abort na lang natin. Kasi pabigat ang bata niya. That's not the case of many Christian mothers who, do alam nila, iluluwal nilang, sabi nga nila, parang merong konting kapansanan with certain disabilities. Sabi na, tatanggapin ko ang kalooban ng Diyos para sa batang ito. And for this, I'd like to let you listen to an experience of a mother who has a person with a disability and how she has supported this person throughout his growth and maturation.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Father Francis. Yeah, to raise children is a blessed vocation, but not all women are blessed to have child or children. So I truly honor all parents, especially the moms who are listening right now. Likewise, I also honor the fathers who are supporting and providing the needs of their spouse, not only physically, emotionally, but more so spiritually. However, raising a child with special needs makes every mom or parent extra special. Hi, my name is Maria Rita Avezilia Manghente, fun to be called as Jean. I'm married to Tony Manghente for 29 years coming December. We are blessed to have three children, Pauline, Martin, and Angelica. We have been a member of Couples for Christ since 1993. Like any other parents, I have beautiful dreams for my children, like bringing my children to a prestigious school, including my only son Martin, to earn a degree, of course, and to have a good paying job. November 11 in 1994, I gave birth to my son Martin. He was a cute little bubbly baby with a good looking actually. And as he grows and become a toddler, I noticed that there's something different in him, which prompted me to seek doctor's advice. So in July 1996, Martin was diagnosed with autism, and my dream for him of becoming someone remains a dream. Raising a child with special needs is a very challenging, not only physically, emotionally, but more so financially. If bringing a regular child to a school in Hong Kong is already expensive, more so when you have a special child that needs to be brought to an international school. Session with a therapist that requires at least 2 to 3 weeks, it's really, really expensive. Nevertheless, God is a faithful God that kept his promise to provide us all the resources and full support for Martin. Until then, he reached 8 years old. We decided to bring him to Manila under the care of my sister and her family. It was a tough decision for all of us, knowing our only son is away from us. The connection of a longing mother and a son was a daily struggle for me, but not so much for Martin, as he does not even recognize our own family. We enrolled him in a special school in Katipunan. It is expensive, but definitely cheaper compared in Hong Kong. We also sought assistance from the principal to look for an occupational therapist that would train Martin. With God's grace, the school also offers occupational therapy services. Because of our eagerness to provide all his needs, we also requested for home service therapies for continuous intervention. Lo and behold, Martin's development progressed in less than 3 years through the help of Eboy, his pet teacher, occupational therapist, and Hazel, the school's occupational therapist. Martin is into arts. Two of his canvases were even auctioned in Rockwell, but unfortunately, I did not even have a glimpse of his drawing because it was very fast sold out. Despite of our distance, He can recognize the whole family and he had developed sense of belongingness that makes it difficult for him to go back to Manila after 2 weeks, a month vacation in Hong Kong. And it is also heartbreaking for us to see him go. Because of the emptiness and longingness, we decided to bring him back to Hong Kong, where he could continue his education and was able to finish secondary sped school. Aside from arts, Martin loved swimming. His potential drew attention to his coach to be trained and become an athlete, an official um, athlete as part of the Hong Kong Special Olympics. He completed and gained special medals like gold, silver, bronze that really made us very proud of him. With an in-depth one-to-one therapy in Hong Kong for 4 years, he learned to be independent and somehow functional, like a regular growing child. Super well hygiene, do household chores, observe strict traffic rules, and even take transportation after his work by himself. Martin is a very sweet person. He checked every member of the family if present in the house at night, and almost every day, or he monitored every activity of every family members. As a mom, I may not have given full support in terms of disciplining him as I was tied in the family as spoiler. But I know for sure that I given him the most gentle love and care that made him to be a sweet person. He never failed to pray before meal and bedtime, even in the church. During quarantine, he prepared the altar every Sunday. That's very, very regular. Every Sunday. And scheduled the mass for the family. Martin is our living angel, a saint in the family, I could say. Source of inspiration, strength, and Martin sensed the real meaning of love, as I can feel Jesus whenever I hold his hand. As he grows old, fear starts to creep in, thinking, what would happen if I am gone? And sometimes it leads me to selfishness, like asking God in my prayers that if it's time for me to live my life on earth, I desire it, Lord, with Martin. But thanks to his loving sisters, Pawi and Ika, who's always there to understand, protect, and love him back. Because of my son, I am truly grateful and blessed to have this opportunity to participate in this 52-week reflections in preparation for the 50th, 500th anniversary of our Catholic faith in the Philippines. Thank you, my son. I love you so much. May God be praised.